Hi, welcome to the Songwriters Drop-In. My name's John Gallagher. Um, Sorry it's been a little while. Um, I've been trying to line up some collaboration work to put on, to make into a video, and as for sometimes these things, they take a little bit of time, but that's on its way. Um, this week, I wanted to talk about something that I've been involved in, and every month I've been, for the last kind of couple of months, been attending a singer-songwriter night where and poetry night where people come and perform their own songs. Now the host, Mark, he has this thing that he brought out called a random word generator. And what he does with this is he gives out a word at the end of the session um, for people that want to partake in, for them to write a song from this word for the following session. So either 2 weeks, or in this case, it's been a month or so. And the machine offered up the word sanctuary, and which was interesting. Now, I was slightly skeptical for my own part on this, because I'm not usually very good at writing to order. But what I did was I just treated this the same as I would any other song, and instead of sitting down and trying to write something, I let this word sanctuary, I just let it ruminate. I let it swim around for maybe a week or 2 weeks, and after that time, as normal, a few kind of ideas and a few words came to me, and I thought, oh, well, this could work, so let's run with it. And so yeah, the word that was offered up is sanctuary. Now, sanctuary is an interesting subject, because, like most things, you can look at it in more than one way. Now, what I initially did was I wrote some words down, and I then looked up the actual meaning of the word, the actual definition of the word sanctuary. And it's interesting because the words that I wrote down were more to do with a mental or personal sanctuary. Like, I'll explain. These are the lyrics. So, Jane's a novelist. She scribbles frantically, lost in her words. Homeless Molly has a sense of calm while feeding the birds. Sandy, she's in business. She takes one for the boss to see how far to strive. And Bob the aquanaut takes a deeper breath before he dives. So I had like 4 different types of scenarios, but all based in personal sanctuary, or escape of the mind to somewhere, or finding something that's going to make you happy, or something like that. So I'll read that again. So, Jane's a novelist. She scribbles frantically, lost in her words. Homeless Molly has a sense of calm while feeding the birds. Sandy, she's in business. She takes one for the boss to see how far to strive. And Bob the aquanaut takes a deeper breath before he dives. I actually read that back, and I thought there might be a little bit of subtle implied humour in that one, but I'll let you take that where you want to. The chorus on this particular one was, whose house do you enter to get lost in eternity? So you're like, yes, you're going to a house. A house can be seen as a sanctuary, to get lost in eternity. So it's almost like that. I was implying about the time, the timeless moment that is what you get stuck in when you're kind of invested in something, if you like. So I quite like that. So yeah. So whose house do you enter to get lost in eternity and close the door behind you to reach your sanctuary? Now on the second verse, I I used the original concept of the word sanctuary, which is a refuge from danger or a safe haven. So the second verse goes, Jerome escapes an unfamiliar part of town back to his own. So I was writing that the idea came from watching a video about gang culture. So I thought that was interesting. Juarez, he climbs the border fence to a land unknown. So that's self-explanatory. So yeah, there we go. Just escaping from maybe I think I'd been watching something about a Latin American countries and going to America and the border situation in America. So that's where that idea came from. Father Michael, he repents his sins to the one who knows where he's been. As the children flee their bombed out towns, desperate for a sign of anything. So I particularly like those last two because they're like one's invested in God, and one's maybe the lack of seeing any kind of God, if you like. So that's what it sort of implies. And then the chorus of the next one, it's actually a bridge chorus, but the idea is still kind of like very new at the moment. Do you drink to reach the bottom or take another pill? Is that a place to be yourself, to find your sanctuary? Is there someone to confide in? Is your retreat upon the hill? Do you look to what's behind you to find your sanctuary? So I was looking at different ways of different subjects and different ways of finding sanctuary. So the first one being personal, mental sanctuary. The second one being physical and a traumatic, sanctuary. So that's one way you can formulate ideas and look upon things, look upon subjects with more than one eye, because like most things, quite often they carry more than one meaning. So I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, definitely I'll be back with a video and to do with this live collaborative session that I'm going to do, and see where we go from there. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but that's sometimes really, that's more interesting than actually having something too planned. So thank you very much for listening. I will see you again very soon. If you've got any comments, leave them below. Give me a like and subscribe if you like these videos, and I shall be back again soon. Okay, thanks very much. Take care now. Bye bye.